everybody, here I am back again with your story time for today on this beautiful Thursday morning. Nice blue skies out there. I hope you're all enjoying your outside. Okay, so today I've chosen another book that we usually do in year 2. Okay, it's called The Magic Paintbrush and it's written by Julia Donaldson, who I know we have read lots of her stories before, and it's illustrated by Joel Stewart. Okay, so before I read this book, I just want you to have a little think. What do you think this story is going to be about? So the title, The Magic Paintbrush, and then use your beady eyes and your inference illuminators or your retrieval finder to think, what do you think this story is going to be about? Have your little predictions in your head and we will see if you are correct. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Go and catch some shrimp, Shen. Go and catch some fish. Go and gather oysters to fill the empty dish. She sits on the seashore, a stick is in her hand. She sits there drawing pictures in the sand. She draws a flower, a flying fish. She draws a boat at sea, a hen, a hare, a dancing dog, and a weeping willow tree. Can you see her pictures all there in the sand? The waves roll in and wash away the pictures in the sand, but on a rock there sits a man, a brush is in his hand. He looks around, he calls to Shen, "Come here," he whispers, "Hush, we don't want all the world to know about this magic brush." He slips the brush into her hand and tells her to be sure, never to paint for the wealthy folk, but only for the poor. So wealthy, only for the poor. We know what poor means because it's one of our words. It means not a lot of money. So wealthy, I would probably guess, means people that have got a lot of money, so maybe rich. So she's never allowed to paint for the, and she's only allowed to paint for the poor. Fantastic. Did you catch some shrimp, Shen? Did you catch some fish? Did you gather the oysters to fill the empty dish? No shrimps, no fish, no oysters. Shen laughs and runs inside. She paints a pot, then stands and waits until the paint has dried. What do we think she's done there? Bet her mum's not very happy. The paint dries on the paper. A painting of the pot is not a painting anymore, but real and steaming hot. The pot is full of shrimp, Shen. The pot is full of fish. The pot is full of oysters to fill the empty dish. The village people hear the news. Into the house they crush. The young and old all want to see Shen and her magic brush. So what does this magic brush have the power to do? A painting of a pot now turns into a real pot. If you had a magic paintbrush, what do you think you would paint? She paints a melon for a boy, a ladder for a man, a basket for a woman, and for a girl, a fan. And soon the news spreads far and wide, and people stand in queues, full of blankets, boats and buffaloes, for hats and coats and shoes. There you go. She is painting for all of her villagers. Maybe you could ask your family what they would want to be painted if they had a magic paintbrush. The news spreads over fields of rice and over desert sands, until at last inside Shen's house the powerful emperor stands. "I order you to paint a tree and make it very big. Instead of leaves, paint golden coins, 100 on each twig." She shakes her head. "Your Majesty, I promised, to be sure, never to paint for the wealthy folk, but only for the poor. So do we think Shen should paint for this emperor? I mean, look at all his beautiful clothes. He is in charge of the whole country. I feel like he's probably got enough money. Do you think he needs all those gold coins? The emperor scowls and stamps his foot. He bellows to his men, "Seize the magic paintbrush and seize the girl called Shen." Oh dear. Now Shen sits in a prison upon a cold stone floor. She waits there till the emperor opens the prison door. He holds the magic paintbrush. He orders, "Paint that tree! Paint me my tree of golden coins, and then you shall go free." Shen takes the brush and, bowing low, says, "Gracious Majesty, come back here in the morning and you shall have your tree." Do we think she's going to have a think about it overnight? What do you think she should do? That night the emperor lies in bed and dreams about his tree, while Shen is busy painting a horse and then a key. The key turns in the prison door and Shen stands free outside. She climbs onto the horse's back and swiftly starts to ride. "Where are my coins?" the emperor shouts. "Where is my golden tree? Where is the magic brush?" he cries. "Who let that girl go free?" He climbs onto his fastest horse and rides with all his men. Over the fields and desert sands they gallop after Shen. Dear. I think it's very good for Shen. It's Shen, she's back again." The neighbours gather round, but Shen is painting silently while distant hoofbeats sound. She paints a mighty river, a river deep and wide. The emperor and all his men stop on the other side. The emperor scowls and stamps his foot. He shakes his fist at Shen. "I'll swim across your river, and so will all my men." It's quick thinking, wasn't it, to paint a river? Wonder what she's going to do now. You don't think he's going to give in? But Shen is busy painting. A beast with scales and claws. Its scarlet wings are open and flames curl from its jaws. "My dragon needs a tail," says Shen, "and then it will be real. Yes, then it will be roaring and ready for a meal." "Now shall I paint the tail?" she asks, "or would you rather go?" She dips her brush into the pot. The emperor cries out, "No!" He turns his horse and rides away. Away ride all his men. Shen takes the magic paintbrush and starts to paint again. Is she going to finish that dragon to chase after them? She paints a mound of golden rice and cakes like little moons, and drums and flutes till all the streets ring out the merry tunes. The sun goes down, the moon comes out and shines as bright as day, while Shen and all the villagers dance the night away. So she didn't finish the dragon, she painted a party for all of her friends. Fantastic. So, my question then, if you had a magic paintbrush, what would you paint? I'll see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.